What is good, everyone? All right. I'm gonna go ahead and share this around. Share. Copy that. Let's go to Facebook. All right, let's go. All right, what's up, guys? Dan. Oh, we're back. Hey, we're back. Sorry, I got a cold brew as well. I ordered in some breakfast because right now in my hotel room, the door doesn't work. So I am afraid to leave, but they're gonna fix it while I'm gone today, so it'll be nice, and I'll actually have a working door that my key card works for, so it'll be nice. So there we go. And all I have is decaf K cups, and I was not about to have that. I'm doing great. Yeah, just enjoying some time. Paul Hill. I don't know, man. Vodums are good. Jacob, what? Oh man, you guys are only here for Tina? Nah, it's fine. She's the best. She really is. Oh man. Ugh. You're fine. Well, I think they were coming to fix the door. Hey, thank you, Chloe. Appreciate it. The Vodum is absolutely so good. How are those dynasties throwing? Now you got to throw them in tournaments. Okay, that's a great question. Especially out here at WR Jackson, there was a couple holes in at Tallahassee that I was using them for as well. Effortless distance, really easy to kind of push a sidearm is where I'm really liking it. I threw one for a really big turnover the other day. Yeah, it's a fantastic disc. The Dynasty is a true winner. Uh, dude, Ryan Pilcher, you absolutely should rip on a Vodum. They are quite good. I totally could have. Totally could have. I might not have heard him because of the headphones. He might have knocked. So, what do you mean, Cynthia? Like, you guys have been here. You knew I was here. I definitely want to. I'm heading out to the course. What time is it? It is 10:15. I'll be at the course at 11:30 for a video thing. So that'll be good. No, you shut up, Cynthia. Dang, Cynthia's spicy today. See, Jacob, I would kind of agree with that, but to me, yeah. Okay, I would say the Dynasty is similar to the Metal Flake Glow Exodus, but other Exodus, I would say are can be a little bit more stable. And the Dynasty isn't meant to be overstable or stable. The Dynasty for me is meant to be a disc that, like, when I release it on hyzer, I want it to peel up and maybe even have a little drift before it fades. So, why are the Dynasty and the CD2 so similar? Because they made them as close as possible to each other by like 99.99999%. They are almost the same, and they're amazing. Never had Chick-fil-A's iced coffee, but it's not too bad, but I'm worried they put too much sugar in it. So we might be hyped for this video. We're doing I think we're doing a tree smack video with Ace Run Pro, and I think the card is going to be Zach Mountain, Chris Dickerson, the normal crew, and Calvin Heimberg and myself. So it's gonna be. I don't even know if I'm ready for it. Jamie Thomas. I am definitely going to be pushing to do another run of dynasties. Uh, I think where I would start, being that I really like the Color Glow Metal Flake plastic a lot, I think that might be the next dynasty we do. But I'm definitely gonna push for like a normal C blend and a S blend at some point. The best they could do for us was a lot of I blend. So if you want to get some, I mean, you just have to cycle those a little bit. Oh, hey Tina, what's up, Gabe? No, I think I think what the the challenge is that if you hit a tree, you add a stroke, and I could be wrong with that. Um, but who knows? So that'll be really, really funny. Vodums, oh man, that would be a sick one to come out. I actually have been really liking the Vodum, um, just so much, Paul. It's so good. Have I tried the hammer or the Gui guy? I don't know how to say that. I'm sorry, skewed from Yakun. I did not. I tried. I only think I only tried one disc from Yakun, but they're good. Appreciate that, Gabe. Have some fun out there. Like pottying. I actually thought that too. I thought she was I guess it kind of looks like pooping, but then also she's on the pot. Dan Snyder, great question. Vodum versus Dynasty. Vodum to me, it's trying to reconnect. I believe in you. I believe. No? Are we back? I hope we didn't lose. You didn't lose me. Let's kill these other tabs. Maybe that'll help. Dang it. You stayed here? Okay. Well, that's a weird error. Okay, so Vodum versus Dynasty. To me, the Vodum is slower and has about the same flip up as an Exodus, but has more fade. So when it compares to the Dynasty, for me, I think the Dynasty, when I rip it hard on a backhand on hyzer, it flips pretty fast and it like has that nice natural like boom stand up and then get and starts to get to its drift. Where the Vodum won't do that. I would say they have similar fades at the end, but the speed difference of to me a Vodum flies and the way I throw it, it flies like a 7 speed. The Dynasty being a 9 speed, it's just so much faster out of the hand. Um, uh, I will say I think the Dynasty is more used for my forehand than it is for backhand. Sorry for burping into the mic. It's used for more backhand. So the Dynasty is like much better on the forehand. I will start to use it on some backhands, just depending on if I have a more stable one that I'll use for. Oh, bye Cynthia, but also not bye. I'll use the Dynasty for some longer backhands as I get a little bit better, but I'm not really having much issues stretching out of Odom or an Exodus, so it's really nice. Which would I recommend between the Buzz and the Anubis? That's a good question too. I think they fit two different slots. Like the Anubis is just straight and just whatever angle you're putting it on, so it's a better disc to teach you how to throw. Where the buzzes that I have thrown that have all been like more stable. So I put if I had to give it numbers, Buzz is 5502, where Anubis is 5500, but a torque resistant 5500. Like not a throw it on hyzer and it flips. Like throw it on hyzer, holds a hyzer, and it's like a soft fade. Throw it flat, stays flat, kind of thing. What's up, Jack Brew? Tiger line guis and hammers have changed my putting, my throwing. Well, skewed reality. I'll definitely have to look into it. I have a lot more. Um, I have a lot more discs to test out. Uh, Uh, and I am going to be doing more small disc brand reviews, which is going to be great. It's going to be great. Like this coffee. Premac Truth to the Chariot. I think the Chariot's more stable. The Chariot flies like a slower EMAC, so I think the Premac is a little easier to get some drift. Where's the plants? I don't have any plants to share. I think the Chariot's a really, really good mid range. I didn't like it on my release, but I fell in love with the Pathfinder like really, really shortly after getting to throw one, and that has kind of changed how I like to throw mid ranges. And I use the Reactor to complement my Pathfinder along with the Claymore, so I have a nice natural progression: Reactor for stable, Pathfinder for straight, Claymore for the techie turnovers, forehands, all that stuff. Um, I believe the Dynasty compares to the DD Escape in a way that the Escape has a little bit more of this. Oh, I threw it on hyzer, but it never stands up. Oh, but I threw it on a little less hyzer and it flips all the way up and over. Oh, I got it over and it just burns out. Oh, I didn't get it over enough and then it like doesn't do exactly what you're looking for. So to me, the Escape is depended on your arm speed. At my arm speed, it was finicky, and that was where I started to lose confidence in it. But when I've seen Tina throw an escape or other players throw an escape, they're really good. Um, that's a good point, though, Tiny. I could say the old run of the escapes fly more like the Dynasty with that consistency. Um, but I will say the Dynasty does feel better on a forehand, and it does come out cleaner on a forehand, for sure. I tried the Prophet and it was solid, but it just didn't work out for me, Paul. Are you gonna bag a tilt? No, I have a super flat RPM Kotare, and the way I've described it, it's the New Zealand tilt meets the Metal Flake Max, where it's more like it lands between the two, where it's a little more than a Metal Flake Max, but it's not as much as a tilt, and it's such a great utility disc. I was throwing it quite a bit yesterday, just on some nice like flexes and some big skip shots when I needed it. It was very fun. M4s, Tiny, are I have thrown I have thrown a couple M4s and an M3 that I got from Chris Dickerson. And the old M4s I didn't get to have. They were people's M4s. They're these gray with purple stamped M4s that were dreamy. One of the best mid ranges I've ever thrown. But then this run of M3 was also super good, and I God, it was a they're a great mid range, but it's I think that that's the big issue with Prodigies. Unless you know, and I don't know, and I'd have to test out and find the people who do know. You're not sure what you're going to get, and that happens with a lot of companies, though. So it's not just a Prodigy thing, but it's just something that I have noticed, that the Prodigy crew, they all know, and they take and like they look and they take care of each other. So I guess I can be a part of that crew since I can throw anything now. So maybe I need to, but very, very, very good, like good mid ranges. The M3 that Chris gave me is probably one of the best mid ranges I've ever thrown. And when he handed it to me, he said, "Good luck finding a replacement because it's an old run, and it's absolutely amazing." I have not tried the Matrix. Yeah, yeah, Kotari is much faster than the tilt for sure. Jacob, I don't know if I could do that. The ruin, and I don't like each other because it feels weird. The ruin does have a really good flight though. Like let's not try and forget about that. It's really good. I'm having fun throwing a mid range that feels good in the hand. Warship or gateway is what Paul is suggesting there, Michael. I would highly suggest. I mean, the three mids that I throw because you're on my YouTube, but but for real, I think uh, I think one of the best things that I would suggest from the mids that I throw is there's a reason. I use the Glow Reactor from MVP. Feels really good in the hands, not too deep. It's got a flatter top. It feels really easy to release, and it can handle a lot of power, but it's workable. I can throw it on fan grips. I can throw it on power grips. And then when you step down to the Pathfinder feels pretty similar to the Reactor, and but it's a maybe a touch deeper, but it's a little less stable. So it's really really nice. So it's more shapeable. I can throw it on hyzer and make it hyzer. I can throw it flat and trust it. Pathfinder is really good on multiple power levels as well. So it's a really really good mid that probably slots in right in between a gatekeeper and a warship. Maybe a little faster than a gatekeeper, a little more glide, but a similar level of stability. The Claymore, I think, is probably one of the best mid ranges. I think it's one of the best discs in the trilogy lineup, but people don't recognize what to use it for. It's amazing for forehands, and it is a really, really good effortless backhand disc if you want to use it. It's they are truly amazing. Little more shallow profile, really, really good. Kind of, yeah, it's I think the Claymore is, what the Gobi always wanted to be. The good it's like the good Gobies if you find a decent Claymore. Emil Miller, how are you? Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Yeah, it is, Jacob. It's so big. Zach Hicks, that's a great what I've been saying the Pathfinder is that it's that is kind of similar to that. That it's like a Buzz SS, but it feels more like a Buzz. But I'd probably say it lands right in between those. Like it fits it slots perfectly between what that would be if you were putting in the lineup. Shallow putters. Man, what did I throw? Depends on Corey. What are you looking for in stability? If you're wanting overstable, then you're leaning towards like pushing yourself towards like I don't know, I don't know, like AVRX3 on the shallow side. But if you're wanting straight, then it's like you might want a pure or something like that. Yeah, Nabe's good point. Origin is definitely awesome. I've watched a lot of people throw those. Jamie Thomas, I got to feel and throw one of Calvin's Toros. It's good. It's good. I still think I like the zone better if I had to choose, but for that crew and the Innova throwers, it's going to be a really good disc because it's pretty close. But it's like going to the movies and it's like Back to the Future 2 was not as good as Back to the Future 1. It's great, but it's not the original. So that's kind of what this runs in. um Prodiscus Trochea. No, I haven't gotten to do that warm pancakes, but I will for sure. I am getting some fission reactors to test out. I think we might be meeting up at Jonesboro to test those out. Misbranding putter opportunities, big whales as putters. Yeah, I could have. I don't like the beads, so nice, Gaucho. Hunter actually might be a good option as well. Oh, that's a great point. The P model US is on that kind of more shallow side. Chaser, I saw that. I it is really tough to see a top player like that and need to take a break, but I hope this makes her a better player and can she can realize how much she's missing. She deserves nothing but the best. She deserves nothing but support from everyone in her life. So I hope that it she makes it back because disc golf is definitely better with her. Good options, Sensei and Swan are good on the shallow putter side. My full in the bag, Jeremy Linville. My full in the bag should be dropping next Tuesday. Is the plan. There was a lot of stuff to edit. One of my editors actually works for the Pro Tour and has other jobs, so he's got a lot doing. So a lot to be done. I have one of our other editors working on the EO in the disc you may not know. So there's a lot of stuff coming. Planning on filming a is that good maybe tomorrow, but probably going to be the week of Jonesboro where I'm going to get two or three of those done. A little bit easier, bigger fields kind of thing to get that stuff doing. Uh, is it not blocky, weird overstable? Are you talking about the Toro? No, it's actually feels really nice. If that's what you're talking about, tiny. Al Borowski. Pittsburgh might be on the docket, but it might also be. I think it's the same weekend as Canadian Nationals, so I'm been torn between the two of those. Adam T. That's a good point. Saucy. Uh, yeah, the Luna is on that state, but it's like that's on a stable shallow putter, which is really nice. I kind of like the Envy. I don't think the Envy's too deep as one goes. What makes who makes the glow reactor is I think it's MVP. It's really good, and you get to support Elaine King, who's an absolute gem in the disc golf world. She's been great. Any EO Glow P Blend alpacas. There will be more. Um, so in the next batch we do, we'll probably do. I actually have. Oh, I'll talk about this at DDO. I will have Ninja D Blend alpacas as a special continued use of the stamp. But I have a feeling when we get more glow P blends, which will probably be later this year, maybe hopefully in the summer or something like that. Uh, but I will do a different stamp. Maybe we might run the ninja again on the bigger amount, but I might try and get some to sell. So Jamie, I'm looking out for you, my friend. I'll try and do something simple on some of them, at least a special run of simple ones. Because I think it would be really cool. Nice, Corey. Pures are very good. I have tried the Penrose and the Fee. I did not try the Mobius, but those were both awesome. Is my editor Tanner? No, is Dan Snyder and um, Logan Hall. So two great dudes. They've been killing it. Logan's done both of the Is That Good series. I thought he did great. And Buddha, Dan Snyder, is who you've seen probably do most of our videos. But we've been, with the amount of videos that we're being able to plug in, we were able to help two dudes out and help build the resumes, and they can keep killing it. So it's great. Nathan Shaw. So I've only played one tournament. I had a great mindset about how I want to be. I've been really trying to keep that same mindset in my practice rounds, trying to really feel like this is practice how you play type of thing. And yeah, I am in a place where I'm just I'm excited to play disc golf, and I played a solid round one. I played a not so good round two, but it was very close to being a good round. I know that's really weird when I shoot three over par, and I'm like, how would it have been a good round? It was very close with a couple putts and a couple things that just could have gone my way but didn't. Um, I scrambled incredibly well and to get that to shoot that three over. So it's like it was a win, and I kept a really good head. And the final round was good. Had a couple good breaks, but also still made mistakes. But I'm still enjoying it. I'm still smiling no matter what is going on. So yeah, it's been awesome. Paul Hill, you should bag the best 9 speed out there, which is the Dynasty. Absolutely. Toro versus Cayman. I don't know. I think the Toro is just much slower than the Cayman. You can still stretch a Cayman a little bit farther. Isn't the only EO alpacas glow P? At the moment, yes. But like I said, I'm going to have a special run of ninjas for DDO, which will be again using that stamp. And the only place you're going to be able to get the D ones are at DDO. And if there's any left over, we'll put some on the website, whalesacks.com. So that'll be really cool. And uh, I can't wait for more because I have been really loving them for putters, especially when it gets a little bit warm. Stiffer plastic just feels so good out of the hand. It's pretty nuts. What's up, Brody? Good to see you, bud. So winning score going to be for Champions Cup. Wow, that's a great question. Jackson is just tough. Like Jackson to me feels like a course where over 4 rounds, like I think it'll be high 30s, like probably. Like I could even see somebody just having that weekend and they just are 42 under and they just are saying see you later to everybody else. The next closest is like 36. You know, it'd be crazy. No video today. Sorry about that. It was crazy. I got to Tallahassee late, and the person who's going to be filming wasn't there. This week it's a major, so I didn't really feel like taking away players' time for a major. But at Jonesboro DDO, I will have a lot of. I probably will get. Hopefully, getting two is that goods at Jonesboro and two at DDO to put into the log, so we can have a lot of videos coming out. Um, a part of that. So it'll be great. Predictions for the top three. I think Calvin is probably one of the more favored players in the MPO field. He plays well here. I could see Chris Dickerson doing very, very well. And yeah, Paul. Like you can't write off Paul Macbeth. So I feel like that's a really solid grouping that could be the top three. But again, Rick Eagle, like Adam Hammis has played well here. FPO side, I think it might be a little more of a shootout. I think there's going to be a lot of really good players. I tend to always lean on um, Paige Pierce as a go-to, um, as a person who's just going to play well, and she takes majors very seriously. Um, I think, yeah, I don't know who else I'd put in that mix. You got the Europeans who are definitely hungry for something, and Katrina Allen is always very much in the mix. She seems like she's oozing with confidence at the moment. All right, how did I find my bounce in the back from things don't go your way? So Nathan Shaw, this is actually something I really want to touch on. And Matthew Ellish, this can kind of tie into yours about putting. Um, it is a conscious decision to be okay in the moment. Like you have to look at things like it could be frustrating to miss. I missed 3 15-foot putts this past weekend. And I only got frustrated on one of them because I was distracted by a woman walking her dog in the park, and I was just so mad because I didn't stop, and that's on me. And but I immediately let it go. Like, I was frustrated for just a quick second and was able to let it go. But on the other 15 footers, I just said, "Oh, I pulled it." And that's all it was. And it was a 15-foot putt. So what I want you guys, what I want you all to remember is that in putting and in getting better, uh, it's okay. You're gonna be okay because you're gonna throw another shot. You're gonna have if you're gonna have another tournament, you're gonna play more golf. Everything is there. If you make the conscious decision in the moment that I am choosing to learn from this experience rather than being mad at this experience, you are going to be you're going to be constructive in your growth rather than destructive in your game. So, the more you look at the game, and when something goes wrong, you say, "Oh, yeah, I guess I released that early." And you're like, "All right, well, I'll really try and focus on my follow through," or something like that. I think that's those are things that can really help, and it's what helped me because that's all I was thinking about. I wasn't looking at it as, "Oh, that result was bad." It was, "Oh, well, I missed," and it really helped. But it takes being present in the moment to just say, "I'm okay. I am okay right here, right now." And the more you do that, the better you're going to feel. So, uh, and what that can do with your putting confidence is just being comfortable by saying, "I'm gonna make the next putt." Because even if you miss a 15 footer, I made that next one, even though it was a 5 footer, but I still made my next putt. And most of the time, like no matter what, when you finish a hole, you have to make a putt. So you're still making a lot of putts, even if they are tap ins. Keep building from from those small things. It'll do a lot. Uh, Ethan Stetler, I am using the Upper Park Rebel. I am currently sponsored by Upper Park. They have been doing amazing things for disc golf. Use code Oakley10 if you want to save and support me while I'm on the road. Go to Upper Park Oakley 10 plug. Um, nice. Larry Puckett. I think that'd be great. I definitely have had some back and forth with Brody, so I'll reach out to him and see if there's any interest. I think that'd be cool to collab with them. I don't think they've been doing really good things. Maybe I can try and see if they'll want to do six souls each on the channel for a round or something, and or do a doubles. I think that'd be very good for everyone. Oh man, Tyler Hall, that'd be fun. Maybe I Eagle was talking about traveling together, but I don't think I don't think he's confirmed that. I think he's still driving and doing his thing. So I think that would be fun. Maybe at some time we can. Maybe I'll try and reach out to him for the Oregon swing if we can get back in and do a Eagle and Eric vlog just for you guys. I think that the world would love that. Gaucho, I would love to see a big time doubles event. I think that would be huge. I think I think one of the pro tours just needs to take, the top whatever amount of players and just shuffle them, rank them, and then to say like, all right, the 1 to 10 has to be with 40 through 50 or something like that, and the 20, 10 to 20 is in this bracket, or 10 to whatever. You just shuffle them to where the teams seem relatively even. Who knows? I think there's something to be done. What's up, Ryan Bueno? My dude, miss you, brother. Got to get on some Rocket League. Got some out tonight, but definitely Wednesday. I think down for some Rocket League. Be great. Darren, that's crazy. Keep being confident. Top three bodies of water to stand in during a tournament. I'd say Lake Eureka's got to take the top because it's so iconic. And when we were there that time, it was actually the perfect temperature. Uh, what other bodies of water have I been in? Man, wait, I've been in way too many. I did get in the water at Jones East or Jones West. So that was fun. I don't know. That's just really funny. I do too. And I do think that I just think there needs to be some change up and have a really cool tournament like that. Yeah, names, that'd be cool. I'd take Zach as a partner for sure. Dude's a baller. That'd be cool, Jamie. That'd be cool. Just as a hype up to the event. If we could get more time, I think it'd be great. All right. Well, I think I got another 10 minutes or so before I got to go get ready to go to the course and and do this video with the crew. So, and I got to go let the front desk know that they can fix my door. But yeah, this has been awesome. I love being able to interact with you guys. I'm sorry I don't have any plants. I'm sorry Tina isn't here. She is currently potting and doing just some amazing stuff back home before she heads up here to hang out with us. I do have a red shirt for the season. This is a casual shirt. I love this one. I won't be wearing this any tournament rounds realistically, but I'm a fan to say the least. So it's good. Yeah. Manufacturers team in a format. Uh Jacob, I love the idea. I just I don't know. It's tough because it could be really cool. It could be really, really fun. But I think that would require everybody to have bigger teams than some teams actually want to be. But and then yeah, I think you would still have to cut players out of that. Like a team like Discraft, they can't have everybody playing. Maybe they have two teams or something like that. But could be very fun. I'm in the concrete jungle out here, Chaser. There's not many flowers. I'm in a hotel like next to like two other hotels, so it's like really cramped. Yeah, I think I got into some. I don't know if it was at Tallahassee or anything, but I might have gotten into a little bit of itchy poison ivy, but we'll see. I'm definitely gonna have to go get some. Uh, what I use Dawn dish soap is what I use as my remedy, so it'll be all right. Bob Sprung, what up? Yeah, we'll see. It's always a pleasure to get completely ruined by poison ivy or oak. I am driving. Um, so I've been driving a Nissan Rogue around, and it's been really nice. So it's gonna be good. Nice, Tiny. That's the way to be. Oh, Larry Puckett for sure. I think the other part about Jackson is that I think it's the more I play it, the more I enjoy it. I know it can be difficult sometimes on a course like this where you throw a good shot and you can't control exactly where it's going to land because you're just hitting these longer fairways, and you can throw a really good shot and end up against a tree. And man, is that frustrating. But at the same time, it's just part of it. It's a part of woods golf. Yeah, I if there was no trees in the fairways, the game would be it would be so much easier because we're good enough to hit straight shots more often than not. So I think that's where some people might complain about that. I tend to lean on it's something that I think we need to kind of embrace a little bit more. If to be real, it can suck to throw a really good shot and just have no lie, but it's just again, it's how it is. Next disc that will be out is probably going to be the Zonio. Zonio and the D Blend Ninja Alpacas. So just but that'll be again small run on the alpacas just for DDO. But then the Zonios are coming out, and I think we're gonna do a stamp for DDO, and then there'll be a bigger release stamp on those. So those I believe will be Glow Z zones. Glow Z Zonios, which is gonna be awesome. So I am pumped. Uh Gaucho, the splice. I have the scepter. Like, I have Captain's Raptors at the ready, but I haven't put one in, and I don't think I'm going to at the moment. Like, I think if I lose a good scepter, I might pick the cap wrap back up and put it out. But I haven't got my hands on any splices. But when I've watched Eagle throw it, it reminds me of a Lucid X Felon. It's like, oh, you have a flat Firebird or a flat Scepter or a Captain's Raptor or a Lucid X Felon or a Splice. Like, they all are in that same category, and you might not really be able to feel the difference, you know? So it's in that level of I'm just unsure if I even need to try a different one at the moment when I'm feeling confident in one. So yeah. Bob Sprung, I definitely will. Yeah. Overstable fairways are the more I'm throwing them, the more I'm understanding that it's they kind of do the same. Yeah, totally agree, Tiny. Hey, thanks, Jamie. I had this Logitech, I think it's Pro X headset. I've been really, really liking it. It's nice. It's really comfortable, I think is the best part. I've had other headsets where it's like after a little bit my ears start to get bruising my ears hurt. But um, uh, these don't even touch my ears, and they're nice and soft. So big fan. This is actually my second one. After a year of like in and out of a backpack and put it on, put it off, put it on, put it off. Like it had a little part that just cracked, um, but it was a plastic part, so it's all good. All good. Nice, Gaucho. Nice. Yeah, things are good. Nice, Naves. Let's go. Albero. I threw a trace. I think it was Wreck Rob. Let me try it out. Very good. It was like it just wasn't a disc that I necessarily needed. It's like a good 11 speed, goes really far, easy to flip up, easy to throw. I just wasn't sold on the disc. Eagle McMahon is calling me, and I didn't call him back yesterday. I'm a butt. I will call him in a couple minutes. He's gonna be mad at me, which he rightfully should be. Like yesterday was nuts. So I woke up after driving in, getting here. I was waiting around to play around later in the afternoon. Then I decided to go earlier, and then that round took a long time because it's just disc golf. Then I drove all the way to, um, uh, hey, what's up, Thought Space? Then I drove and got food, and then I went to Target, and then I got back here, and then I couldn't get in my room, and then I had did all this stuff, and then I had immediately jump on to do D game, and then I was like, then I had this and that, and then I decided to do a little bit of gaming, and then I was like, man, I just felt so worked, so it was just chaos, and that's why I didn't call him back because I just felt like I was one thing to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next. So, Chaser, that would have been really funny. Uh, Jamie Binger, it is. But it's really really fun. The Hex is a dope disc. I would suggest anybody who's looking to try out just a new kind of mid range. The Hex is something you should definitely try. I was very impressed with the mold, but I don't think anything was going to top my Pathfinder. So first get a Pathfinder, but also get a Hex because MVP is doing great things. So you can support them. Yeah, Eagle will be fine. He's got Cloud Breakers and Rainmakers and Iron Samurais. He'll be just fine. What do I think about the Latitude 64 Royal line? Loved the Faith. Used it a lot last year. Was very impressed with the disc. Didn't love the Rive or any of the other discs too much. The Trust was a great mid, but not anything I loved. So, uh, yeah, I don't know. I think it's good. I've seen a lot of it, and I've seen a lot of players throw it really, really well. So it's really nice. Yeah. Well, everyone, I I gotta hear Fission Octane coming soon. That'd be fun. Yeah, I think I gotta go. This was awesome. I appreciated just being able to talk to you guys. I do plan on doing more of this stuff via morning coffees, maybe even via Twitch, just to do a just chatting. So if you aren't already following on there, A Rock Oakley on Twitch. I would assume most of you guys are subscribed. That's how you saw about this one. Please do. Uh, yeah, and make sure you guys continue to go and support myself and other great people in disc golf through everything they're doing. I think that would be. It's all good, Steve. We'll be doing more next week. It was great to see you out there, man. Um, we will we will keep doing awesome things. Expect in the bag to drop next week. It's going to be awesome. I am going to be doing a giveaway, a part of the in the bag. You have a chance to win a I think it's the shift from Upper Park that is coming with some Thought Space discs, some Infinite discs, and some Whale sacks. So it's going to be a kind of loaded up bag to be given away. It's going to be great. So yes, everyone, be awesome. Fish in the chat. Have an awesome rest of your day, awesome rest of your week. Tune into the coverage this weekend. It's gonna be fun. I love you all. Take care.